Wandering Winder here and okay. We've got some decisions to make. Rebuild looks quite enticing to me with Family of Inventors and a not an easy village. Um, Now the question is, do I take a silver here? Do I take a dungeon? And I think I'm going to take one silver, and then go for dungeons. Okay, yeah, well, especially if the dungeons are going to be this cheap. So here we can get a second rebuild. I would expect you to get a highway. The problem is broker, well, broker on trail can be more of a village, but it's broker is the only village, and it's not so easy. Let's put the pouch in the shuffle because we're not buying two things this turn. And we might do later, theoretically. Take a dungeon. This will be a third rebuild. This is another highway for you. Yep. Ooh, if we don't get Margraved. I mean, I expect to get Margraved. Oh, we didn't get Margraved. Chat, we didn't get Margraved. And I know I said chat, but it's, the comment section. Um, Great. I think I'm going to buy a duchy here, which I'm very unlikely to be able to do later. And Margrave me now? I assume you're going to Margrave me now. Yes. This is going to be another highway and something. Trail. Trail makes a lot of sense. Well, it makes some sense. You're eventually going to need broker. This isn't going to pay off that well, right? Okay, name duchy, and now name province. Be very, very happy with how this has progressed for us. Got a province and 3 duchies on turn 7. Another rebuild, please. And then this turn we're going to buy an estate. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what we buy. We have 2 provinces and... Oh, you can dungeon the trails, of course. Of course. Oh, this makes your plan look much, much, much better. You definitely need to get more Margrave now. I would expect something like Margrave Highway. Yeah, this is not it. So I should have 2 provinces and 2 duchies, right? So do I buy a... There is a dungeon. No, there's not a dungeon down here. What are these cards? They are both coppers. They're both coppers. So do I buy an estate? Or do I buy a dungeon? I think I buy a dungeon. Okay. Now we'll buy a estate, but we want to get our mill action going. You can only get 3 things in a turn here. This is good turn for you. But you can only get 3 things, and you shouldn't make them all provinces. You're also pretty desperate to... So I think maybe what you do here is, well, no, because it takes 2 trails to reliably line up. I guess you're not that desperate to find dungeon with trail because you're going to be able to. But you should get a Margrave, maybe Margrave double province. No, the duchies is the way to losing. Duchies is the way to losing. I mean, I have to do this. You might easily still win here, but if you don't find your Margrave, you won't, and it's not at all guaranteed that you will find your Margrave. Actually, I guess you still might. Mm, if you buy a duchy here, you're still kind of alive, aren't you? I don't know. Your deck isn't actually that good, is it? You need to double province. I don't know how likely that is. Okay. Well, this is the game. It's just whether you can double province this turn or not. There is a trail. You are going to find your Margrave here. Yeah, this doesn't look good for me. Oh, we're fine. Yeah, you got to find another highway beyond this, and it's just not that reliable with the amount of time you have. I guess it's technically not 100% over, but it's 100% over. Because, like, even if you'd taken estates, yeah, it just wasn't ever going to happen with this. As long as I found that rebuild, we were fine. Okay, interesting.